Amendment by Miles.
Chair recognizes Representative Miles.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, this amendment provides an exception for the medical abortion provision in HB2 for pregnancies that are a result of rape or incest. An article published in 1996 in the American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology found that 5% of rapes result in pregnancy. The Guttman Institute in 2008 survey of women obtaining abortions found that 7% of abortions patients reported exposure to violence by a man involved in pregnancy. The protocol used for the FDA approved that appears on the label of the abortion drug would only allow the use of drugs through the first 49 days of pregnancy. Many women do not even know that they are pregnant during a limited time period. The current evidence-based regime used widely throughout the United States allows medication abortion to be performed through 63 days. This amendment would basically allow the use of medication abortion for an additional 2 weeks than under current provision of this bill. If we do not adopt this amendment, this bill could require victims of rape and incest to unnecessarily undergo surgical abortions because they will no longer be given the option of medical abortion after 49 days. We should not force victims of sexual violence to needless undergoing of intrusion of surgical procedures. During the 82nd legislative session, we added a provision for rape and incest in the sonogram bill, which has been thoroughly discussed this day. If we can exclude rape and incest from the sonogram, then we can do this now. And I move.
Mr. Ross?
Does the gentleman yield?
Mr. Miles, do you yield?
I do yield from my colleagues.
Yield.
Mr. Miles, if I understand correctly, this amendment would extend the time period that medical abortions could occur?
That's correct. From 49 days to 63 days.
And why is that important?
That's important in many ways because, like I said earlier, many women don't even know that they're pregnant in a case of rape until that critical time period.
Because of perhaps shock, dealing with this
shock, dealing with emotional reasons, and denial. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So if a surgical abortion is available up to 63 days, why would it matter that a victim of rape or incest would be allowed to have a medical abortion for another 2 weeks?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear him now.
I'm just trying to distinguish if a surgical abortion is available up to 63 days, why would it matter that a victim of rape or incest would be allowed to have a medical abortion for another 2 weeks?
Because it would be less invasive and less traumatic towards the woman by the abortion medication, which is something I would hope that in Mrs. Lautenberg's bill, she's concerned about the well health of a woman. This would help us to protect the health of women.
Right. A woman, would you say, that is probably in one of the worst situations of her life?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Somebody have the black light? Blue paper? There's an option. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, I did. Chair recognizes Representative Lautenberg in opposition.
Representative Miles, I respectfully am also going to table this amendment. The FDA protocol says that the RU-486 pill should be used not past the 49th day. Planned Parenthood recommends it to be up to 63 days. And 49 days, I believe, is about 7 weeks. And as we heard in testimony, the complications become more risky the farther along in the pregnancy. And this is actually lessening the standard. And my feeling is that women who are victims of rape deserve the same high standard of care as every other woman. And again, this is really making sure that the woman, when she has decided to have that abortion, that it is done in the safest way possible that she deserves. Thank you. And I motion to table.
Chair recognizes Representative Miles to close.
Members, in the first section, in our first special session involving this bill, the Texas Medical Association made it very clear that specific directions for physicians in regards to prescription of abortion, including drug approval by the USDA for the use of women who seek abortion. This bill prescribes in detail the practice of medicine, such as requirements for the examination of patients and physician communication protocols, was basically overly described in this particular instance. In closing, HB2 shortens the time when the medication of abortion occurs to current evidence of basic medical regime allows us to use medication appropriately up to 63 days. HB2 shortens the time of 49 days. The effect of this amendment will simply allow victims of rape and incest to receive medical abortions up to currently 63 days, so it wouldn't be so cruel and harsh on individuals. And I would hope that this body would understand that fact and pass this amendment.
Members, Representative Miles offers up a amendment. Representative Laudenberg moves to table. The question is on the motion to table. It's a record vote. Clerk will ring the bell. Show Representative Miles voting no. Show Representative Gary voting aye. Show Representative Laudenberg voting aye. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? There being 90 ayes, 53 nays, the motion to table prevails. Following amendment, clerk will read the amendment.